Today we're going to be doing a demo using one set coins before and from before 1982 and from 1982 onwards. And looking at the data, we'll be able to distinguish and learn about density. Um, as you can tell, there is a clear difference between the two in terms of the physical just look of it. The pre 1982 is a darker color to it. The design obviously had changed over time. And then the 1982 onwards, especially the newer ones, has a very distinct color to it, very different from the other one. Part of what we need to investigate further, not just collecting the data, but looking into what is the actual composition of these two different coins based on what has changed over time. What we also have here are two equal volume of water. I added food color just so we could see a contrast of it. Technically, it doesn't matter what we're starting with, but in this case, I've placed both of them at 30 milliliters. We also have a scale, a digital scale that we're going to be using to measure the mass. So with those two values of mass and volume, we'll be able to calculate the density of pre-1982 1 cent coin and 1982 and onwards, or present time 1 cent coins. All right, let's start with measuring our mass. Notice that I have not just one of the coins, but 10 of them. So I've counted for each one. So try to think about why would I do that approach as opposed to just having one. All right, let's measure the mass of the pre-1982. So there are 10 coins in there total. We have 30.99. Let me just record that on our chart. And that's in grams. Now, let me set this back down here. Put this here and make sure it's zeroed. Okay, so now let's weigh our 1982 to present time. We have 25.05 grams. All right, next step, let's get all of our coins back, is we're gonna measure the volume of each, but the main thing is that instead of measuring one, we're gonna measure all 10. Again, think about why I would design the experiment that way. So let me stack these two, and then we need contrast. I'm gonna put this back here. All right, first one that we're gonna measure is the volume of pre-1982. And one thing I'm gonna do is not just drop this, but slide it down as carefully as I can. So, and in fact, I'm gonna do this like a few at a time. So consider, why am I doing it this way rather than just dropping everything? All right, let me try to get a better sense of our volume here. Here's our 30 mark, so that would be 1, 2, 3. The meniscus, the bottom of the meniscus, from my point of view, reads 33 milliliters. Okay, now I'm going to measure our 1982 to present time. I'm going to use the same exact strategy. I'll slide the coins a few at a time. Okay. And let me angle it so I can see better. So we have 1, 2. Bottom of the meniscus also reads 33 milliliters. The precision of our volume is dependent on the precision of our graduated cylinder, so I can only reported confidently with regards to two significant figures here. So we could say 33 milliliters is our volume. All right, with that, we have our two data. Things to remember, or things that I need you to consider is I need you to decide on why did I decide it this way? Why did I use 10? Why did I slide the coins rather than drop it? And then the next question to consider would be what had changed in terms of the composition between the pre 1982 and the 1982 and present time. Okay, that's the end of the demo.